Alright guys, the Nintendo Switch 2 just come out, and I got to say it has been an amazing experience console right now for me, especially because I am one of those people that actually haven't been playing the Nintendo system or games since the Super Nintendo. So yeah, it's been kind of a long time that I haven't been actually playing any of those games, but lately I have been diving into some of the launch titles, which is like the Mario Kart World, and honestly, it brought me back really memories from the 90s. But there is one thing that I've been struggling with since it's handheld console for me is really new. Is you see, I've got big hands, and the Switch 2 is very slim in design, which is looking great, and I do like how it's sleek and feels, which is fine, but it's kind of uncomfortable if you have long sections of gameplay. So since I never owned an original Switch, I cannot really compare to the Switch one, but the ergonomics of the new one aren't ideal for me. Now, there is a bunch of accessories and grip case out there that can definitely solve this problem. And while I browse around, I come across a company called dbrand. They make cases not only for Nintendo console, including the Switch 2, but also for PS5, Xbox, smartphones, laptops, and a lot of more stuff there. They really have a very solid stuff on their website when I was looking for, so I decided to give it their Killswitch case a try. So now in this video, I will walk you through my experience with the dbrand Killswitch case, and just a heads up, this is not a sponsored video. I know that the time I'm recording this video, some people have reported issues with the case, specifically with the Joy-Cons not staying on place. But I want to reassure you that this was not the case for me. In my unit, in my usage, everything works fine. That said, stick around to the end of the video where I will share my final thoughts, letting you know who I think this case is really for, and more information from dbrand related to this issue. So there is 3 different Killswitch kits available for Switch 2, each with a different price point depending on what is included. So first, there is an essential kit which comes with the Killswitch case, your choice of skin, and also a dock adapter. Next is the travel kit, which is the one that actually I'm using in this video for unboxing and show you and share with you. It includes everything from the essential kit plus a travel cover with a built-in game card holder and a pair of stick grips. And finally, the Ultra Kit, which adds 2 screen protectors on top of everything else. Now, at the time I'm recording this video, both the Travel and Ultra Kits are in special discount. I will leave the link on the description below if you wanted to check it out for yourself and get one as well. Now, the experience of unboxing the Killswitch 2 is really nice for the brand. While we unbox it, let me start with these grips that actually attach directly to the Joy-Cons and it snap it right into place super nice. No clips or sticky residue needs, and the trick here is to make sure that every edge wraps properly around the controller. Now, you will notice immediately if you already miss a section, which you won't feel that tight. But once properly in place, they feel really locked in. So it's really impressive that dbrand managed this without relying on adhesive. But if you want to even more snuggle fit, right there, you can actually have an adhesive pads that actually include as well. But honestly, you probably won't need them. That's a big plus because only few companies offer a tool-free, adhesive-free grip like this. Even with the Adbook, all the buttons remain easily accessible, and the extra cushion offers peace of mind in case it drops as well. The comfort improvement is hard and overstated in this product. Now, while the Joy-Con shape was clearly optimized for the looks and compactness, the brand's actual grips feels really purpose-built for comfort, as if someone molded them with the hand for real-world usage. So once your full case is assembled, the Switch 2 takes a sleeker and more premium feel with those covers. That added contouring and especially helpful on the right Joy-Con where the stick sits quite low. The grip shape makes actually long play sections much more comfortable, reducing strain and make it easier to hold the device securely. These grips also have a textured surface for extra hold, and one important note is that the grips attach, you won't be able to slot the Joy-Cons into a standard controller shell. But actually, this is not a huge deal, and the included controller shell has a built grips anyway, so that's not a problem. Now, for the main case body, actually is made by a semi-flexible plastic with a slightly rubbery feel that actually definitely is pretty good. As far as I know. But one concern that I saw is this part right here, the thinner bottle section on the on the case. dbrand includes actually the low-tech adhesive strips to help secure, so I actually put it in so that way it feels more secure. So I definitely recommend it to put it in, just because it's a little thin and it feels a little bit loose, and when you put it in, it's all good. Now all the cutouts for buttons, ports, and vents are spot on. Through the sync button maybe actually require small, but the sync button may require a small tool for press, but personally not a big deal, but worth mentioning. Now the cooling performance of the Switch 2 actually with this case is not compromised. Actually the vents are well clear and the kickstand operates perfectly, as if the case wasn't even there, so that's great. Now the brand even provides a cover for the kickstand, which I initially thought was unnecessary, until I learned that the Switch 2's metal kickstand is prone to wear from regular dock to use it. So this extra layer helps prevent scratching and chipping as well. Now I haven't tested the long term myself yet use it, but having an option to protect it, it does not hurt, so I actually added on that as well. The fully assembled case adds just like a 1mm of thickness and around 120 grams in weight, which is not that much from the weight of the Nintendo Switch 2. Now finishing assembly is quick, and once everything is on, you can clip on the included game card holder using this strap. Actually, this strap feels solid, and I tested in a tiny backpack that I use to take with me sometimes, and I haven't seen any time that actually was snapped off from the case. So the design protects everything very well inside, and the game cards stay secured in place. Now, when you're not using the game holder or the cover, you will need to stash it somewhere, and doesn't really hang off the case like a hinge, but it would be a nice thing if it was a hinge connected, but honestly it functions all the same as putting your Switch in a pouch while you're playing, so no big deal actually for me. Now let's talk about the dock. The default Switch 2 dock is quite snug and wasn't made for actually the cases in mind out there. Even though this case only adds like a millimeter to the size, docking becomes a little bit tough. The brand actually solution is a smart little adapter that slips into the original dock. It makes the Switch 2 easier to insert with the case still on. It mirrors the original dock structure and keeps airflow intact. Now you may ask, the internal fan of the original dock, would I lose the capability to cool off the Switch 2? Well, the fan is just for the dock's components, so it's not for cooling the Switch. So in some ways, this adapter may even help improve airflow by opening up the front of the dock. Now you don't have to tweak any dock settings to just pop in the adapter and dock your system. It is stable enough that you won't tip over even if it's nugget. Now this makes a breeze to dock my Switch 2 and my setup, and I'm actually seriously impressed. Now back to the Killswitch issue with the Joy-Cons cover. The Switch 2 already have some big natural flex even if you are holding with the case or not. And yes, adding this case doesn't change that, so the flex is still there no matter what. Now, the brand did drop a detailed response on Reddit explaining everything about the design and addressing the concerns in just a few minutes before recording this video. They also dropped another message in resolving by sending another Joy-Con replacement to those that experienced this or not. They said, and I quote, "Everyone either or not experienced this issue is getting a free replacement set of Joy-Con grips." Now what they are going to do to fix this issue is, and I quote, "new retaining lip designed to fully resolve the detachment issue." So the solution the brand is approaching is to send you everyone the new design Joy-Con grips regardless if you are having the issue or not. So for now, they state that we have to all wait to July 10 of 2025 to move forward with the replacement. So if you're watching this video after the July 10, you probably already have more information than this video already providing. And I'll say it again that the issue with the Joy-Con was not present into my daily usage and while reviewing this case. So I will also leave the Reddit post linking down below in the description if you wanted to check it out, the whole message for yourself. But here's the thing, before buying, I always suggest you to watching more reviews to really see if it fits your needs. Now, who I think this is case for? Well, if you're looking for a tough protection for your Switch 2, plan to take on the go a lot and have a big hands like myself, or feel uncomfortable playing with the handheld, I definitely think this case is a solid option. Even the thumb caps that actually for some people wasn't great for, in my case, the thumb caps that come with the travel kit was actually great. I didn't have no problem or any kind of friction on my fingers playing long sections. Now, if you're looking for adding some actually awesome camera on your Switch 2 setup, one of the features actually is smart AI tracking cameras. That's really great that I actually review in this channel. Check it out, this video right here. Or if you wanted to see any on our reviews playlist packed with amazing tech products, just click on this video right here. And again, I really appreciate to watch all the way to the end of this video, and I'll see you on the next one.